Nick Cannon Mornings on Power 106. It is that time for up close and personal conversations, just close conversations with people that I admire, that I look up to, that are fixtures in the game, doing big things. And this dude is all the above. The one and only Hitmaker. What's up, my guy?
How you feeling, bro?
Man, you know what it is. Same old soup, just reheating it. But we got to chop it up because I feel like, mics aside, all this camera stuff, like, you really my guy, man, in a way where not only I'm a fan of your artistry,
right,
but I'm more of a fan of your journey and really just being resilient in the music business, man. Like that's rare. Like a lot of people don't get the opportunity to do that. Not because I don't even like to say you've reinvented yourself. I think you've expanded your horizons.
Right.
And especially in hip hop, we don't get the opportunity to do that. People starting as an artist, and then you really never hear from them again. But you've not only figured it out, but you figured it out on multiple levels to really become an executive, to become a producer, a tastemaker, a curator, and now back artist. Is that what we doing now?
Yeah, why not? Sure, yeah.
But so for those who may not have known or whatever, we were actually, I was introduced to you even before like the hit records and everything. You was like a kid rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was one of those, and it was ill.
Yeah.
Like even like it was like a little like, yo, I'm a real, I forget Bow Wow, I'm a real rapper kid like that. Yeah. That's what I remember when you first came out.
That's so funny though, like, cause that was my only thing. Like I was a huge fan of like Bow Wow, like for real.
Right.
Still am, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
the guy. It was
just competition, like, man, like I
it
ran
was
all my raps.
Yeah,
like,
you were like a real rapper at that time.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I remember seeing and we were like, yo, the kid from the DMX guy, like that kid is official from Chicago, from it. Yeah. And then the journey came because obviously the industry was like, yo, we gotta, I don't want to say water this kid down a little bit, but they didn't want you to be so thuggish as a kid.
Nah, that ain't really what's happening. But then like I kind of just took the journey. Like a lot of people don't know. So look, man, that's why it's so dope to be on Power 106 right now, because my first song, Sexy Lady, like I was literally a kid that used to go to a nightclub called Privilege.
Right.
DJ Echo was the DJ at Privilege.
Right.
I used to give him my demo.
Right.
Jay Premier was a party promoter who was my manager. He was my weed man. And he turned into being my manager. And then we used to be at Privilege every day. Every night that it was popping and got crazy. I used to have a chinchilla coat on.
Yeah.
And I would perform Sexy Lady every night. DJ Echo would let me rock out. It went from there. I came to Power 106 and I told in a mixer meeting with all the DJs, I told my life story, and I ain't gonna lie, like I played it right too. I cried in the mixer meeting. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it. You walk into your record player, you gotta cry in front of the mixers.
Tear go in front of the mixers, and then and let a prayer go as well. And then from there, it started a mix show, and then it became the #1 record at Power 106 before I actually had a record deal.
It's crazy, man. So, and even like, because that's what I was gonna lead up to, because you were rocking in the industry without a record deal as a kid, and then you got out on your independent hustle, and really had that Sexy Can. I like that joy is crazy, man. Oh no, was it Sexy Lady first? Sexy Ladies, and
then came Sexy Can. And the funny thing about that is that, like, yo, I had Sexy Lady and I already had my song The Business, and I'm like, yo, like I want to put out. I went to Charlie Walk's office, no lie. Charlie Walk was the president of Epic Records.
Shouts out to Charlie.
I don't know what type of blunt he had smoked that day, but he was on top of the piano.
That's him regular.
Dancing. He was dancing on top of his grand piano inside his office, and he like,
because he's that little.
This is gonna be the biggest song of your career. It's gonna be a big, and I'm like, yo, like, I'm gonna be the sexiest nigga in America.
Because every song you got,
sexy
got
lady,
sexy.
Sexy can I? Like, what are we doing? And he like, yo, it's gonna be the biggest song of your career. And then to this day, it sold 10 million records. That's the biggest, like, one song of my career.
Other than the stuff that you produce, and we're gonna get into that later. So you go on the journey as an artist, have some major successes, and then, obviously how it happens for every artist, like there's a cool off point.
Yeah.
And during that cool off point, like you dealt with some real adversity, like people super hating on you, relationship stuff, and it was all in front of the public eye. And then you went into your bag, you went into your cave, and emerges Hitmaker.
Yeah.
How did all that happen?
I don't know. It was kind of like a conscious but not conscious effort. Like I was just always doing when I started, the girl Casher that sang the hook on The Business, she really changed my life, because when you're a writer and somebody has to trust you to write their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and
right.
when people trust you with their lives and they give their whole life to you and they think that you're gonna make their shit pop off, it's a real responsibility. So from there, I was writing records. Then I went to Miami and I worked with a girl named Mia Ray, and I was writing records for her. And then, man, co-producing a lot of different things. And I think John by Rick Ross and Lil Wayne, shout out to Ayo and Keys, that was my first one that was Grammy nominated.
Dope.
And then from there, I wrote Tamar Braxton a one, and I co-produced that record. And that's Vincent Herbert flew me back to LA, and that's kind of what brought me back to LA.
Wow. So and it's funny too, man, because I remember I was in the offices in New York with the head of Sony.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just randomly talking, like a couple different artists I had signed and stuff. And he was like, yo, you know who I really like? The Young Bird guy. He has something special. And I was like, oh, word? Because I was like, oh, he's in here with those guys is rocking with him now. When the heads are saying like, no, this guy's special, and that conversation gets around, and it wasn't even just about being an artist. They were just like, just how he carries himself. And so, being the fact that you know how to operate on all sides, what do you think it is that once you get into the game, like, is it a special chosen people, or like what do you have to be able to operate in the corporate rooms, in the studio, and obviously in the public eye as well?
I mean, I've seen it on all angles. I've been the artist that the executive was talking to, and now I'm the executive that the artist is talking to. I'm also an artist again right now.
Right.
I'm a producer. I'm a songwriter. So I see it on all levels. So like for me, it's just more about having the confidence and really believing in yourself. And what I realized as a producer is like they're not really paying me for beats, or they're not paying me for this song. They're paying me for my taste level.
Right.
For me to have the proper taste level, and for me to be like, okay, this is the go-to guy. What he thinks is hot is gonna be hot.
Yo, so it's like you like the Puff Daddy of this generation. Like you got that Diddy magic.
I told Diddy to his face in his house too. Like I'm the next you. You gotta, and we were arguing back and forth or whatever. It was a cool time or whatever. I see Puff often. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but at that time, there was a time where like Diddy could do no wrong. He had Bad Boy at the beginning of every record and remix, and now you hear Hitmaker at the beginning of every record.
Bro, it's crazy right now.
So. How did you do that? Was it a finesse? Was it like I don't understand it. I mean, I'm a product of it. It definitely gave me some bangers, but it's like, yo, you're that, like you said, it's your taste. You're that nucleus right now that you put all the dopest writers together, all the dopest producers, all the dopest artists, and you get them in you create these magical songs.
Yeah, I mean, I think my life changed. The biggest tipping point was me. Big Sean bounced back. That was a big moment for me. Jeremiah changed my life. Jeremiah is one of my closest friends in the music business.
Right.
He was the first guy to put his arm around me and was like, "Yo, like let's go on tour." And you worked with him before. He don't work with a lot of people like that. Yeah. He's a different kind of guy.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Yeah, so for me to have 70 Jeremiah songs and 70 Jeremiah hooks, I was able to go.
And his pen is crazy. We all know, like, he's a hook master.
Prolific songwriter. So I was able to have the sauce, and I went and spread the sauce everywhere. And then I linked up with Chris Sean, who's my business partner as well. And then we just went on a spree of #1 hits, and then I became vice president of Atlantic Records. That couldn't hurt.
Low key flex. Yeah. Spring of #1 hits, and then vice president of Atlantic Records. Like no, that's to be commended, brother. Like to talk about your journey, to go where you came from, and even at times, like man, people was hating on Young Bird. Like we've had this conversation, and being often guys that people ain't looking at as tough rappers, or it might even put handles on you like, oh, he corny, he whack, and all that stuff. I've dealt with it all my career, but
you taught me that lesson though. As long as the bag come in,
say what you want. You know what I mean? Just spell my name right on the check.
For real.
But also though, man, like you've always remained the same person, because right now you could be an asshole to everybody. That there's people that talk shit about you that are on your line now, begging for a record.
It's people that have dissed me that have paid me, and I've done their singles.
And #1 hits.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, like, everybody wouldn't be able to do that. I'm one of those people, as much as I say none of this stuff really matters.
You would feel away?
I would probably feel, hey, man, remember what he said? Like, but you be like, nah, man, I'm getting to it.
Man, I know what it's like to not have nobody call your phone. Like, to be the hottest, and then to everybody think you corny.
Yeah.
To be the hottest again. I'm not never going back to that. And I have really big goals. I had to take myself and my ego out the whole equation and say, yo, I'm about to be the next L.A. Reid. I'm about to be the next Craig Cowman. I'm about to be the next Clive Davis. So like, what would Clive do? Would he feel that way? Would L.A.
He
feel that way?
let his feelings get in the way.
Would Craig feel that way? You know, I mean, people done diss Craig Cowman, L.A. Reid, and Clive Davis, but still you got to do business with them, and they still big fixtures.
There it is.
It is what it is.
You in it for the long haul, man. I got to say, I definitely appreciate you and commend you. Thank you for my Nobody Else record. We on the way to gold.
Really?
We gonna your plaque should be coming soon. We gonna get there.
Yo, that was so. Yo, tell the truth though. That was like the easiest fun record like for me and you to do ever because like literally Nick don't want to tell y'all, but we slick kind of like neighbors on the low. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, some way. And I really went to the house, played
came
a
to
few
the crib
records,
next door.
He picked the record. And
he played me. First of all, he pushed play, and every song he played was a smash. And some of them, like even joints, are out now, smashes. And then he came across that one and had that sample, and I was like, "Yo, I need that right there." And then we called Ty. We called. Pulled up.
Jacquees?
Yeah, I pulled up on Jacquees in Hawaii, and
you singing on that joint too.
Yeah,
like, talk about that. Like, how did that feel? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the
what's
thing.
the feedback? How the chicks treating you after you get your R&B vibe?
Yeah. We stepping into this R&B wave or in a real way, but we sprinkling it, so it's been accepted, man. And that's the thing, like you taught me that as well. It's like, yo, you got to sneak up on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's what you did with the Hitmaker vibe and moving into this lane right now. Because that's my question. Because I know you super strategic.
Right.
Everything that you do is calculated. Hitmaker, the artist.
Right.
So is it on some like Khaled, Diddy type stuff, or are you gonna be back on the mic?
No.
So you just put it's the branding.
Yeah.
You put the records together because this Thot box record is crazy.
Yo, I don't even know. Like to me, like God has just been blessing me so much. So
God's been blessing you with the Thot box.
Yeah. I felt like, man, for me to come full circle and actually have a record, because people told me I would never have a record again.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
They were like, nah, it's over for you, it's done. So for me to come full circle and have these amazing friends that I have in the music business and to actually put together a record for myself, I was like, why not? And I'm vice president of Atlantic Records, so why not?
Why not?
Myself,
yeah, that's an easy bag.
It was an easy call.
Man, so and now the whole project, is it gonna, like, are you gonna slowly roll it out, or is it album date?
No, I'm doing single after single after single, and then like once every single goes platinum, then I'll drop like Tiger, and then my album will be like double platinum the first week.
Easy. See, that's how the game works. You gotta pay attention to this man right here. Make sure that the records go number one, album easily goes number one. Now you're somebody, I thought I worked my ass off. I thought I live in the studio. You live in the studio.
Yeah.
And when you in the studio, you in a zone. I've seen it. Like, well, like you got like all your phones set up. They buzzing like crazy because everybody want a record. You on the computer.
Right.
You writing the hooks. You instructing your entire team. It's something I think if I was you, like, you got to document that, man. Like, because that's the thing. People don't understand, especially a producer of your caliber, because a lot of people think like, oh, you got to actually be sitting there playing the keys, or you actually, and they try to discredit just saying, oh yeah, he just throw his name on it. But Quincy Jones didn't just throw his name on Thriller. You know what I mean? The stuff that like Puff didn't just throw his name. Like, there's things where your leadership in the studio and your dedication and your time in the studio, that's where the magic happens. And people don't understand that. So you got to make a documentary or something where
I'm shooting right now, but anybody, shout out to Jesse, but anybody that says anything negative about like that or whatever, like,
they don't understand
never been in the studio with me. It's just like, oh my God, how does this guy have 20 records going at one time? But what they don't understand is that producing and really making hit records is a collaboration process.
Facts. Kanye told me that.
There's no way I could have all these records on radio right now and be doing all this other stuff and doing it by myself. It's just not physically possible. And let me run down a list.
I was about to say, run it down. I know you're going in and
I mean, well, look, let's be clear. First and foremost, in the last 2.5 years, we've sold 28.5 million records. 5 billion streams.
Wow.
15 million of those were my work at Atlantic Records in the last 2.5 years.
Wow.
Number ones with Meek Mill, number ones with A Boogie, Look Back at It, Dangerous. These are like super classics, but let me run it down real quick.
This is all Hitmaker.
Right now.
And just in case y'all forgot, like, not only is this dude doing it as an artist, but he's also a executive.
Exactly.
So like I haven't seen that. Like, I haven't seen producer, executive artist since Puff, and that's why I say that. Like some people are like, oh, they'll go be a producer as well, but you're actually really the vice president of the label. Like I had to get artists cleared. I call my man right here and say, yo, Hitmaker, can I get this cleared? Look. Oh, see, look, he got the corporate card. I ain't gonna put the number out there, but it says Atlantic Records. If you get one of these, that ain't no vanity title right there. That means all the meals at Mr. Chow's and Nobu go on that card right there.
Don't tell nobody that.
Oh, but he writes it off. It's with artists. It's with artists. You know what I mean? Those are business meals. But not like as an executive. Tell me a little bit about that, man. Like that, you got a day job, a real corporate gig,
and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because like the biggest thing is like I can't wait for offsite so I could just like go stunt, like and just go play.
Now an offsite is where the entire company goes off and they talk about the past, present, and the future. And as an executive, we heard him running down the list of what he's done in the last 2 years.
I've learned so much from these people inside the building. Shout out to one of my mentors, Lon Ray. Shout out to Juliet, who's like also another mentor that's just showed me how to make getting records to #1 and go hard. And I mean Craig, Julie, Kaiser, the whole
all
team,
of them, the whole squad over there at Atlantic. That's big, man. And it's funny because you're the future, but at the same time you've been in the game. Ain't none of this new. But like you said, you are the next L.A. Reid, the next
to get
Clyde
Craig
Day.
About that seat, man.
Bro, you gonna take Craig's job? He just gave him a shout out, and now you gonna kick him out the seat.
Nah, but Craig rich, bro.
Facts. I mean, Craig signed Kehlani for me, and we done a bunch of other stuff back in the day. But that's
really rich, nigga.
Nah, I mean, low key. I'm just working. I'm working daily. But it's to know these type of people in the industry and to be able to move your way. Like you're one of those button pushers. You're a guy that can put a record together. We've seen it happen. How does that feel to know that you have that power in the industry?
It's wild because like I really got the whole game on speed dial right now.
Facts.
Like I could literally call like whoever we want right now. Like super executives too. I can call Craig. I can call L.A. Reid. I can call these people right now on my cell phone and they can pick up right now 2 rings.
So out of all the records that you have, all the hits right now, what's your favorite record that you know? I know my favorite Hitmaker record.
Which one?
That joint you just did on Chris's album with the grinding sample. That joint.
Oh yeah, Sorry Enough. Shout out to The Dream, Los the Maestro. That was crazy.
Yeah, that joint's crazy. What about you?
Right now that's on the charts. My favorite is probably YFN Lucci featuring Trey Songz All Night Long. It's like number 10 on the urban charts right now. And
that's one of the damn records you played for me, and I was like, nah, I don't want that one.
Yeah.
And
I really love that record just because you wouldn't expect for YFN Lucci or Trey Songz just at this moment to be able to like do that. Like it's dope when you get to work with like the top tier artists and you know like the record gonna go. Like, you know, like I got a few that's coming. Like I just did Skrillex's record and that's going crazy. His single. I just did Fat Joe's record with Cardi B and Unwell. That just came out yesterday. I mean, that's going crazy. And I know there's gonna be big records because of the names attached. And I know Thot Box is gonna be a big record because of the names attached. But when you can put people together that you wouldn't likely think would do that, that's the most gratifying. Like that's the most biggest thing I could ever do. You know what I'm saying? And Trouble. Shout out my boy Trouble featuring City Girls.
Yeah, that joint going crazy right now too. And you ain't got a real street dude with the buzz and gave him a hit record.
That was strategic. Like last year I worked with so many different people and they were all like big artists or whatever. So like strategically I was like, yo, I'm gonna go work with every street dude and every young artist. I got so many singles that's about to come out. I have 15 more singles that's gonna drop before the end of this year.
And he not lying. When his interview is over, I'm gonna go through his phone and try to grab a couple more because he literally has hit records just on his phone. Now, is Berg the rapper ever coming back? You ever gonna rap again?
Absolutely not.
just no reason. You don't ever get you in the studio with all the biggest names. Everybody, you don't never be like, yo, I'm gonna just get back in there and just
the goal.
Because I've seen you get in the booth and you write hooks and give ideas, but you don't feel like, yo, I'm gonna just go drop 16 and let them know. Because you can rap. You dope. Like and been doing it very well for a long time.
I get more pleasure seeing other people accomplish their dreams. Like I've already done that. Like right now, sitting here talking to you, like as Hitmaker right now, I've already done everything I needed to do to like satisfy my ego. Now it's all about helping other people. Like, you're not a real boss until you look around. Like, my whole circle right now, Krishan, Rocky, everybody around me, they all have record deals. They all have a substantial amount of money in their account. Like, that's what it's about. Like, continuing to put people on, even my co-producers and co-writers that I work with.
Nah, that's fire, man. And to sit here and talk with you and to see the evolution is tremendous. And I know it's only gonna go further because
I'm about to fuck about it.
like I can only imagine what's to come. So, but we got to talk about this.
Okay.
Your personal life.
Okay.
Like, because your
personal life.
Oh shit, you know my personal life is in shambles. My shit is always crazy. But dealing like now because your success is at an all-time high business wise. Personal life, is it just non-existent, or you just don't want to focus on it, or like
Nick, I'm like Marcus Graham right now. Boomerang.
The
like,
Boomerang, one of the best movies ever made.
I always wanted to be that guy, and I am.
Yeah. So saying that with the ladies is like you picking and choosing and just playing it. He's like, I'm just chilling.
I'm just chilling right now. I'm kind of busy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what pimps say.
I'm
just chilling.
No, that's what you say. You the biggest pimp on the planet.
Hey, I take it though. I wear it well. I just be chilling.
Do you think you like top? Or where do you put yourself?
Here we go.
So now we got to switch the interview. You know what I'm saying? Now I got you on the spot. Where do you put yourself on the Mount Rushmore of like
ever do it?
Yeah, just being it, just deep. Like who?
I don't know, because there's some dude,
are you top
because first
five?
of all, let's talk. I think Drake then came in and just took everybody out the water.
He learned from you,
but still, Drake like slowly like just J-Lo and Rihanna, just that in itself. That makes him the GOAT. Yeah, but but Drake, I think, has surpassed me. I'm gonna just go that. I think Drake has surpassed me. But
not if all the rumors is true that you smashed all the Wild 'N Out girls.
Oh no, that's not true. Those are my employees. There would be no Me Too cases.
No, human resources.
You know what though? I think we like in the world of hip hop, and because that's the thing, is mom's the word. It's not classy to talk about who you knock down and all that stuff. So we try. I've learned that lesson of like I used to get on these radios shows and be like, yo, I'm smashing this and doing this, and I've learned like that never does anything. That's ego fulfilling. And once you, like you said earlier, once your ego is fed, it's like, yo, I just be chilling. But you know who never gets like called out for being the biggest bosses because they don't talk? The George Clooney's, the Mark Wahlbergs, the Justin Timberlake. Shouts out because they're all married now. Yeah. But like when you see them A-list actors,
just know
they make my list look like just.
Are you a legend?
I mean,
Are you gonna?
I love women.
I think you a legend.
I love women.
I think you a legend. Are you gonna hold that? Like, I'm
aware. I'm aware because I love women the same way Prince loves women, the way Tupac loves women. I'm cut from that cloth. I wish eventually, when it's all said and done, we gonna sit up in heaven and I'm gonna chop it up with those dudes because those are the two. But Pac had Madonna, like
he's hard.
That's crazy. Yeah. But I would say. It's just certain things and certain guys that have just a certain vibration where they just all I do is think about women. I can't help it. Like
me too.
It's just like I'm
thinking about a woman right now.
That's what I can't. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I love women to like a way that I don't think other people love women. Like I just love being around them, the conversation, the vibration. Like I don't even gotta smash. Exactly. Like I just. Cut from the same cloth. So it's just it's a certain energy that I was like, yo, I just need to.
My whole team is women.
Exactly.
Everybody that look out for me is women. That's
it, and because they get it done. Yeah. They are the most powerful species on the planet, and I just be trying to learn from them. So shouts out to all the women. And I if we have dealt with each other in the past, I'm not gonna talk about it. No longer. I've turned over a new leaf.
Me too, man.
Yo, so my man Hitmaker, Thot Boxes is out right now. Yeah. We're gonna keep it going. These close conversations, but I got the vest on. I can't let them get out of here without getting into the firing squad. We shooting from the hip. Right, cool. I'm gonna ask you whatever come to your mind. Let's get to it.
Right, cool.
First one, loved or feared?
Loved.
There it is. Just going back to the women conversation. We just want to be loved.
All love.
Now, does Hitmaker have any fears? What's your greatest fear?
losing inspiration, or like, you know, like the fire, the desire, the stuff that keeps us waking up every morning, being here early in the morning, staying in the studio long nights, like that's a real fear.
Yeah. Favorite restaurant
right now?
Yeah.
Nobu.
There it is. Can't go wrong with that. Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Fuck everybody.
There it is. Worst piece of advice you've ever received?
Listen to everybody.
All right. Favorite movie of all time?
Goodfellas.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Scorsese fan. Mine's Wolf of Wall Street, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Someone from your caliber, most underrated artist right now. Who's somebody that we should be paying attention to?
That's on a come up, or is just somebody that's
or in
big?
general, like that, you'd be like, man, that person should get more credit. Like we was talking, like I think Jeremiah. Yeah.
Jeremiah.
Definitely.
Easily.
Yeah. Favorite cuss word?
Fuck.
Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
If you're on an island, you only can take 3 things. What you taking?
Damn. Weed for sure. 1942. And a baddie.
There it is. That sounds like a good time. Childhood celebrity crush.
I don't want to talk about him because
Because you already knocked it down, you motherfucker. All right. Childhood game that we all came up with that you love. That like mine's Connect 4. I'm the illest at that.
Jenga.
Really?
Yeah, I'm hard at it.
All right. Favorite cereal.
Fruity Pebbles.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Cocoa Pebbles?
I like them both.
All right. One word that describes you.
Resilient.
That's a fact right there. I think that's true. We should end it right there. Resilient is what he
name
is.
my album that shit, man.
Yeah,
for real.
That's real talk. Hitmaker, resilient.
I want to inspire everybody that's out here too, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really do this shit.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody ever tell you that it's not possible.
Yeah.
I've seen so many doors closed on me. I've heard so many different stories, but I put my head down. I changed up. I focused. And I think that if you do that and you keep God first in your life, that at any time you can make anything you want to happen.
Facts. My brother, you have definitely inspired me in a real way. I told you this off air, and when we talk, like, to watch your shine, to watch your journey is commendable. But to any young person that wants to do this, regardless what comes at you, just what this man said right there, keep your head low, keep firing, and you too can be resilient. My guy, Hitmaker, Close Conversations on Power 106. Let's go.